Welcome to Shea Stadium in New York. Game 2 of the very important series between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. This is the second game of the series. Game 1 was won by the Braves, and that knocked the Mets 1.5 games in back of first place. Today's game, July 29th, 1980, it will be Mark Bomback on the mound for the New York Mets, taking on Larry McWilliams. We will be rolling our own dice within the PC system, so basically it's still a cards and dice apparatus. We'll be since we're letting in the 1987 replay, letting Hal run the defense, go ahead and let Hal run the Atlanta Braves today. So they'll make all the moves. We'll do what's called the I get what Dave Demos calls the havoc roll. Make sure we roll the havoc roll. Make sure you don't steal or any kind of situation first, because if anything happens, we'll nullify any dice roll that I will roll. Here is your lineup for the Braves. Hubbard leading off, followed by Dale Murphy. Then Chris Chambliss batting third. Gary Matthews with a game-winning home run in the first game of this series. Bob Horner, who had the game-winning home run in Atlanta against the Mets. Jeff Burrows in left. And then it's going to be Bill Naharodny behind the plate, Luis Gomez at short, and on the mound, Larry McWilliams. For the Mets, left to right on your radio dial, Henderson left, Jerry Morales gets the start in center, and Dan Norman gets the start in right. Youngblood at third, Tavares at short, Flynn at second, and Lee Mazzilli at first. Behind the plate is Alex Trevino. On the mound is Mark Bomback. He's 7-5, 4.52 ERA, 94 hits in 84 innings. He's given up 11 home runs, where he struck out 33 and walked 30. Let's take a look at Mr. Bomback's stats when he's done the last couple starts. He has won 2 out of his last 3 starts. His last start on the 23rd, he went an inning and 2/3. He gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned, and he gave up 1 walk, and that was it. So it looks like he pitched some relief ball. So his last 2 starts, he's gone at least 6 innings and has won both games. We'll also have an out-of-town scoreboard. The Cardinals lead the Giants 1-0, and the Dodgers lead the Pirates 1-0. That's so far. We'll keep you up to date. The Astros are playing the Phillies, and the Reds are playing the Expos. So also the Pirate-Dodger game is important. So let's see if the Mets can win game 2 of this series and tie things up. So Glenn Hubbard leads off. He's hitting .261, 5 homers, 21 RBIs. Here's the first pitch. Mark Bomback is ready, and we're ready to go. 3-6 is a line drive third baseman for the first out. So the first out is retired. This is going to be a bad night for baseball. So ballpark singles are 1-4. Lefty home runs are 1-15. Righty home runs are 1-12. Here's Dale Murphy, 18 homers, 50 RBIs, hitting .268. Trevino sets the target. Mark Bomback gets in. Here's the pitch. That's a 6-5. That's a ground ball shortstop. That's Tavares. He has been erratic as of late. He is a 331 on an 8. He fields it cleanly. He throws it across the diamond, and it gets away from Mazzilli. So Murphy's on E6 to Tavares. So let's see what happens here. Bomback holds runners pretty well. Trevino has a plus arm. So here's Chambliss. He's hitting .267, 12 homers, 35 RBIs. So runner on first, 1 out. Trevino sets the target. Bomback from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. 2-9, and in Chambliss's column, 2-9 sends the ball to Mazzilli, throws it to Tavares, back to Mazzilli, 3-6-3. So a double play into the inning. We played 1/2 inning of play. Atlanta 0 and the Mets 0. So here we go. Bottom of the first. Larry McWilliams on the mound for the Braves. It'll be Burrows, Murphy, Matthews left to right. Horner, Gomez, Hubbard, Chambliss, along with Naharodny behind the mound. Larry McWilliams will do the pitching. He's 6-6, 4.58 ERA, 109 hits, 96 innings, 21 walks, 46 strikeouts, 17 home runs given up. He's got some power on the card, so it could be an interesting matchup for the Mets if they can find the power. The Mets can really take advantage with some of their hitters in their lineup. Let's take a look at Larry's last couple of starts. He has won his last two, including his last start. He went 5 innings, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, both were earned, and a walk, but he got the win. He's actually won 4 of his last 5 decisions. His last loss came on the 4th of July. So here's Mazzilli. He'll bat right-handed. He's hitting .318. This is Mazzilli's power column. Nadarani sets the target. Larry McWilliams looks in. Here's the pitch. 1-4, ground ball soft for the third. Horner's got it. Comes up and throws a strike to Chambliss for out number 1. So now here's Frank Taveras hitting .314. No homers, 35 RBIs. Nadarani sets the target. Larry McWilliams with the windup and deals. 3-7 again. That's Taveras' column, but he missed everything. Holy cow! Hit a dead roll. Ground ball to short. Gomez got it. Throws it the first 2 outs. Here's Steve Henderson, .290, 2 homers, 31 RBIs. Nadarani sets down the target, puts the signs down. McWilliams, the left-hander. Here's the pitch. 1-8 is a fly ball in the center field. That's Murphy. Comes over, makes the catch, and the Mets go 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the second. No score here at Shea. And here's Gary Matthews. Had the big home run in extra innings in yesterday's ball game to give the Braves the lead and eventually the win. Matthews, .288, including that 9th home run, 36 RBIs. Trevino sets the target. Mark Bomback looks in and delivers. 3-9 fly ball left field. Henderson's there, camps under it, makes the catch. So Bomback gets Matthews retired. Here's Bob Horner. We talked about it. 22 homers, 66 RBIs, hitting .267. Game-winning home run in Atlanta against the Mets, and that was a walk-off. Trevino sets the target. Bomback with the windup. Here's delivery. 4-7 base hit center field. So Bob Horner gets the first hit of the ball game. Horner's on at first with 1 man out. And it now will bring up Jeff Burrows. .208, 7 homers, 28 RBIs on the season. Trevino sets the target. Bomback from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Burrows. 5-6 struck him out looking. So a big strikeout on Burrows. 2 outs in the second. And it brings up Bill Naharodny. .209, 4 homers, 12 RBIs. Trevino sets the target. Bomback from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Naharodny. 2-9 is going to be trouble. That's going to be in the gap. Let's see if Naharodny hit a long one too. 2-9's a home run. 1-9 double. Otherwise, that is a 6. That is gone. Bill Naharodny hit his 5th home run of the year. Matches his stats for the season, and the Braves have taken a 2-0 lead. Wow, Bill Naharodny, 2-run homer, and the Braves lead it. So here's Luis Gomez. No homer, 17 RBIs, 2 outs here in the second. Trevino sets the target. Bomback from the windup. That's a 4-3. Ground ball back to the mound. Bomback is a 1. That's good. 8 is the rating, so it should be pretty easy for Bomback unless you roll high. That's a 10. He fields it and throws him out. But the Braves score 2 runs on a couple hits. We go to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Atlanta. Right now, out of town scoreboard, Phillies lead the Astros 1-0. No score, Padres and the Cubs. 1-0 Cardinals over the Dodgers. 2-0 Expos over the Reds. And the Pirates and Dodgers are tied at 1. Here's Joe Youngblood, .335. 8 homers, 59 RBIs. Nadarani sets the target. Larry McWilliams in a windup. 2-5 ground ball second. They're just missing their target. Picked up by Hubbard and throws him out for out number 1. So Mets just missing stuff. At this point in the season, they were hitting everything. Now they're missing everything. Here's Jerry Morales, .218, 1 homer, 16 ribbies. Nadarani puts the target down. Larry McWilliams, the windup. Here's the pitch. 6-5 fly ball center field. That will be Murphy comes in, makes the catch for out number 2. Boy, Larry McWilliams looking sharp early. Here's Trevino hitting .323. Mets catchers this year having a great season. No homers, 17 RBIs, 7 doubles, 2 triples. Non-Rodney sets the target. McWilliams, here's the pitch. 1-10, ground ball back to the mound. McWilliams, he fields it. He sets, throws him out, and the Mets are done in the second. 2 innings of play. Braves 2, Mets nothing. Here is Larry McWilliams, 157, 1 RBI on the 80 season. Trevino sets the target. Bomback with the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-5, struck him out. So once Larry McWilliams swung over a curveball, 1 out here in the third, and it brings up Glenn Hubbard. He's 0 for 1, line out his first time up. Trevino sets down, puts down the target, puts the signs. Bomback nods from the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-10. That's a line drive base hit for Hubbard. Get down in the corner. Hits chalk. That's down in the corner. Hubbard will go for 2. He'll hustle and make it. Double 1-2. Single. Otherwise a hustle double for Hubbard. Runner on second with 1 out. Here's Murph. Murph's 0 for 1. Got on an error first time up. Trevino sets down the target. Bomback from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6-6, ground ball to short, picked up by Taveras. He'll hold Hubbard there and throws him out for the second out. So now it's a clutch situation for Chris Chambliss. He's a little bit anti-clutch, loses a clutch on 2-7. He's now 266 after grounding into the double play back in the first. Trevino sets. Bomback from the stretch, looks back at Hubbard, who's getting a good-sized secondary lead. 4-7 is a base hit. Let's see if that's going to score Hubbard or not. 4-7's a base hit for Chambliss. Does it score Hubbard automatic? No, it's a 1-15. They're going to try to throw him out. Here comes the throw. The throw is not in time. Safe. 1-15. 12. He's in there. Braves lead 3-0. So the Braves opening up a can right now on the Mets. And this is something the Mets cannot afford happen. So now we go back to the game plan here and get this game back underway. Matthews 0 for 1, flying out his last time up. Runner on first, 2 outs. Trevino sets a target. Bomback from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 5-6, struck him out. So Bomback gets out of the inning, but the Braves add another. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Braves 3, Mets nothing. And here comes Dan Norman. He'll be followed by Doug Flynn and Mark Bomback. Ronnie sets the target. McWilliams with a windup and delivers. And that's going to be a 3-5 for Norman. Ground ball to second. Makes the throw across the diamond for the first out. That was the second baseman actually. Hubbard flips it over for out number 1. Here's Flynn, 232. No homers, 23 ribbies. Rodney pats the glove, puts the sign down. McWilliams pitching as well as Doyle Alexander did in the opener. 2-5, and this time Flynn sends the ball in the gap. It gets past Murphy and Matthews. They went for a shoestring. It goes all the way to the wall. A 7 will be a 3-bagger for Flynn with 1 out. So a 1-8 triple, and Flynn got the 7. So Flynn at third with 1 out. Infield playing back for the pitcher, Mark Bomback. Bomback a 233 hitter and 43 at-bats. Rodney sets the sign. McWilliams from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 1-6. Struck him out. Ooh, struck him out for the second out. And now here's Mazzilli. Big opportunity for Maz. He is neither clutch or non-clutch, but he has all that power versus lefty pitching. Rodney sets the target. McWilliams from the stretch looks back at Flynn. Here's the pitch. 4-4, and that's going to be a catch axe. This could be what they needed. Rodney's a 4-2. Definitely can get a pass ball on this. Let's see if he gets it. It's a 7. It should be. That's a pass ball or pop. It's a 14. It's not an error. Let's see if Mazzilli gets away with it. No, it's a pop-up. And Rodney makes the catch. No pass ball. We go to the fourth. 3-0 Atlanta. Out-of-town scoreboard, the Phillies leading the Astros 3-0, so that's bad news for the Mets. 1-0 Padres over the Cubs. Cardinals lead the Giants 1-0. Expos lead the Reds 3-0. That's not good. And then the Pirates and Dodgers still at 1-1. Top of the fourth, Atlanta leads 3-0. Here's Horner, 1-for-1, singled and scored his first time up. Trevino sets the target. Bomback with a windup. Here's the pitch. 5-5 struck him out. Again, he caught him looking for the first out. Here's Jeff Burrows. He's 0-for-1. Trevino sets the target. Bomback gets a sign. Here's a big windup and delivers. 4-3 ground ball to the mound. Again, that is Bomback. We told you before, that's a 1-8. He's not going to give up any hits with it. Unless you roll high, you're not going to get the error. Whoops. That's a 15. He fields it and throws it over. Gets the out for the second out. So 2 outs here in the fourth. And here's Nana Rodney. He had the big blow back in the second inning. A big 2-run homer. Trevino puts down the target. Bomback with a full big windup on a 4-10. That's a ballpark single, and today is only at 1-4. The 20-sided die says it's a 4. So Nana Rodney gets the 20% roll, and he gets a base hit. So that's a 4. So a 2-out hit, and here's Luis Gomez. He's 0-for-1. Grounded out his last time up. Trevino sets the target. Bomback now from the stretch. Runner on first. They're not holding Nana Rodney on. 6-6. Ground ball is short. Tavares has got it. He's going to throw it to Flynn, the easy road, and that's all for Atlanta in the fourth. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. At the end of 3.5, it's Atlanta 3, Mets nothing. Tavares, Henderson, and Youngblood did after the Mets here in the fourth. Larry McWilliams looking solid so far in his start today. Nana Rodney sets the target. Larry McWilliams, the windup. Here's the pitch, 3-11. That's a ballpark single. They get a 20% chance. Do they get it? No, they don't. That's an 18. Other end of the spectrum. 1-4 single. That will be a line out to Gomez. Here's Henderson, 1 out. Henderson's 0-for-1, flied out his last time up. Nana Rodney sets the target. McWilliams with a windup. 1-6 struck him out. Oh, Steve Henderson goes down on strikes, and you can see the frustration in the Met batters right now. Here's Youngblood. He's 0-for-1. He's been kind of been on an 0-for lately, to be honest. Let's look at some of Joel Youngblood's inside the numbers. Youngblood was one of the hottest New York Mets for a while, and like the Mets, have kind of stumbled and struggled lately. In his last 5 games, he has 3 hits. At 7, 9, 13, he's 3 for his last 13. And even before that, he only had 2 different 2-hit afternoons, including he went 0-for-7 in a July stretch. So Youngblood's numbers are starting to come down to earth. Nana Rodney sets the target. Larry McWilliams with the windup. Here's the pitch. 6-4, ground ball to third. That's Horner. That's a tough play for old Bob, though. 4E34 either is not good. Let's see if he makes that. That's a 4. He's got to kind of olay that. He's not going to get it on 11. Luckily, it's not an error. So Horner kind of tapped it. It went into left field. That's a base hit. And Youngblood's on. So he gets a big hit with 2 outs. Would be a -1 for him to steal, but you're down 3. So Jerry Morales up. He's 0-for-1. Now Rodney sets the target. McWilliams working from the stretch with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. 3-6. Oh, he dead rolled them in his own 3 count. Boy, the Mets can't get a break early on. Ground ball to short. Gomez flips it to Hubbard, and that's all for the Mets in the fourth. No runs, 1 hit. We go to the top of the fifth. It's still 3-0 Atlanta. Here's McWilliams, followed by Hubbard and Murphy. Braves taking advantage of some mistakes. McWilliams in his 5th inning of work. Trevino sets the target. Mark Bomback looks in. Here's the pitch. 1-9, and he works a walk. So a leadoff walk to the pitcher. Not a good start for Mark. And now it's going to be Glenn Hubbard. 1-for-2 with a double. Trevino sets the target. Bomback looks in, gets the sign. They're playing off him, so Mazzilli's playing regular on the line. That's a foul ball. Off the desk. Strike 1. Here's the pitch. 2-6. Oh, dead rolled Hubbard a little bit. That's a fly ball in the center field. Morales is there, makes the catch. He swung at ball 4. So 1 out, runner on first. Here's Murph. 0 for 2, reached on an error and grounded out. Trevino pats the glove, puts down in them zone. Bomback from the stretch. Again, they're playing off him, not giving him a chance to run. 5-8, and he walked. So Bomback has walked 2 in the inning. And now the question now becomes, this is probably Bomback's point of weakness inning, and one more will fatigue him. Let's take a look at Bomback's numbers. I believe he is a 5 point of weakness, so another hit or walk by Chambliss, and that could be the end for Bomback. So Trevino sets an in target. Torrey's got to get the bullpen up. Bomback working from the stretch. 1 out in the 5th. Here's the pitch. 2-5, a solid double to left field. Let's see if that will score. Murphy from first. McWilliams will score. And 1-16. They're going to try to send Murphy. Here's the throw. And it's a 10. Not in time. Murphy scores. Braves lead 5-0. And that should be all for Mark Bomback. And here comes Torrey. And he's going to grab the baseball from him. Let's see when Bomback comes up in the order. Do they want to make a kind of a double switch here? So you don't have to waste a reliever. So let's see what the choices will be. So let's see. So Mike Jorgensen's going to come in and bat 9th. He'll be the new first baseman, even though he doesn't hit lefties. He's kind of calming influence on the infield. They'll now push Mazzilli out in center, and then the new pitcher. Whoops, I mean to do. Yes, I meant to do that. And then the new pitcher will be Allen. Well, probably Eddie Glenn again until he's where I cannot not use him anymore. We'll continue to use his arm. So Eddie Glenn will be the new pitcher. Again, he comes in with a runner on base, responsible to Bomback. Braves lead 5-0, 1 out in the 5th. Trevino sets the target. Glenn 1-0, no save, 4.67 ERA. Here's the pitch. 3-11 popped up the short. That's Tavares. Calls everyone off, makes the catch for the 2nd out. Here's Horner. Horner so far in the ball game is 1 for 2 with the run scored. Trevino sets the target. Glenn from the stretch, runner on 2nd and 2 outs. 3-4, fly ball left field. That's Henderson comes in, makes the catch, and that's all for Atlanta. But they add 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 5-0 Braves. Trevino, Norman, and Flynn. Again, the out-of-town scoreboard. Phillies lead the Astros 5-2. That's really bad for the Mets. Padres lead the Cubs 1-0. Cardinals over the Giants 1-0. Expos lead the Reds 3-0, which is bad. And then Pirates and Dodgers are still scoreless at 1. So everyone ahead of the Mets are winning right now. Rodney will set down on the target, puts a sign. We'll pitch to Trevino here in the bottom of the 5th. Now down 5, 4, 6, and he dead rolled them yet again. 4-6 is a pop up the 3rd. Horner's there and makes the catch. So now here's Norman, 0 for 1. Rodney sets the target. Larry McWilliams with the windup. That's a 4-8, and that's a base hit for Dan Norman. So that's a big hit for him. He gets on first with 1 out. Base hit number 3 for the Metropolitans. Here's Doug Flynn. Tripled his first time up and then was stranded at 3rd. Now Rodney sets the target. McWilliams from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Big pitch of the ball game. Ground ball 2nd. Let's see if Hubbard can turn 2 and get him out of this inning, or can he make an error? Hubbard's at 221. Both good. That's a 13. That's going to be a fielder's choice and makes the play. So they get the lead runner as Flynn beats the relay. 2nd out here in the 5th, and here's Jorgensen. Again, doesn't hit well against lefties, hitting 263. He kind of wants to find something off McWilliams' card if possible. Rodney sets in the target. McWilliams from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Nope, it's a 2-column. 2-6 and struck him out. Mike Jorgensen did not look comfortable against the lefty. We played 5. It's 5-0 Atlanta. So Burrows, Rodney, and Gomez will bat for the Braves here in the 6th. And Glenn here working in the 6th inning. Trevino sets the target. Eddie Glenn to Burrows, the first pitch. That's a 3-8 fly ball center field. That will be Mazzilli makes the catch for the first out. First out here in the 6th. Here's Rodney, 2 for 2, home run and 2 RBIs today. Trevino sets the target. Ed Glenn with the windup. Here is the pitch. 4-9 and Rodney may have hit another one. Deep drive, left center field. Henderson Mazzilli off the top of the wall. Home run 1-13. Roll to 17. Rodney has 3 hits. He's a triple from the cycle. So Rodney is on at second with 1 out. Here's Gomez. He's 0 for 2. Trevino sets the target now. Eddie Glenn working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 4-5 ground ball shortstop. Hold our breaths. Frank Tavares playing either good or bad today. He's had 1 error today. He's a 3. That's a 20. That's a perfectly played. He'll keep him at the bag and throws him out for out number 2. Nicely done for Tavares. He kept Rodney at second and threw a perfect strike. 2 outs in the 6th. For the pitcher, Larry McWilliams. Let's see if he'll bat for himself. No! They pull Larry McWilliams after 5 innings, and the Mets are kind of happy to see him out of there. Here's Charlie Spikes. He's hitting 280, no homers, 3 RBIs. So now Trevino sets the target. Glenn from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 4-11. That is going to be a ballpark home run because he's not powered up. That's a ballpark single. It's a 20, and that's a line drive at Tavares, so he misses the ballpark shot. And that's all for the Braves in the 6th. New pitcher for the Braves, Al Harbaski, the man Hungarian. He's 2-1, 1 save, 3.15 ERA, 22 hits, 34 innings. It'll be Mazzilli, Tavares, and Henderson. Mazzilli still batting from his powerful right-hand spot. He's 0 for 2. Rodney for the mound. Harbaski comes back, and you can see he's ready. Left-handed pitcher, bottom the 6th. Here's the pitch to Maz. 4-3, ground ball to third. That is going to be Horner. Let's see if this is Horner's corner or not. He's a 4-34. Does he make it? He gets the 20. He fields it nicely. The 13 just in time. 12 and 14 were bad errors, but Chambliss dug it out for out number 1. Here's Tavares. He's 0 for 2. Rodney sets the target. Harbaski with the windup. Here's the pitch. That'll be a 6 popped up the short. Gomez is there, makes the catch, and Tavares is 0 for 3. Here's Henderson, he's 0 for 2. Rodney puts down the target. Harbaski with a big windup and delivers. 1-11 ground ball down the first. Chambliss has got it. He'll just take it to the bag himself. And that's all for the Mets in the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. It's all Atlanta. 5-0. Out of town scoreboard, the Astros are doing the Mets a favor. It's 5-5 now. Cubs and Padres 1-1. Cardinals lead the Giants 2-0. Expos lead 6-1. And the Pirates and Dodgers still tied at 1. Glenn Hubbard here, top of the 7th. Trevino behind the plate puts down the sign. And Glenn, here's the pitch, 6-3. 5-ball left field. That is Henderson. They're playing a lot of their 4s today, so Mets are going to have an issue. It's a 1-11's a base hit. That's a 5, and that will drop in for a base hit. Henderson misplayed it, and it's a long single for Hubbard, who's now 2 for 4. Here's Murphy, 0 for 2 with the run scored. He reached an error on the first and walked back in the 5th. In between that, a sandwich of a ground out. Trevino sets the target. Glenn working from the stretch. Runner on first, nobody out. 5-7 struck him out. Murphy down on strikes. The umpire rung him up, pulled up the right arm, and swung around. 1 away. So now 1 away. Here's Chambliss, 2 for 3. He drove it in 3 runs today. A RBI single in the 3rd and knocked out Mark Bomback back in the 5th with a double. Trevino sets the target. Glenn from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 4-2. Let's see what that is. That might be a single 1-4. That is going to be an 18. And let's see what that turns into. Probably a line drive or fly out to Mazzilli for the 2nd out. So 2 outs. Hubbard at first. Here's Matthews. Flying out, popped up, struck out. 3 different outs. Again, he steps up, big right-handed bat to Sarge. Trevino sets the target. Glenn from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-9 as a fly ball center field. Mazzilli comes up, camps under it, makes the catch, and that's all for the Braves in the 7th. Get up and stretch here in New York. It is 5-0 Atlanta. New pitcher for the Braves, Larry Bradford. 6-3, no saves, 4.06 ERA, 59 hits in 51 innings. He's a left-hander. Gets more righties out. He'll pitch to Youngblood, probably a pinch hitter for Glenn, and Alex Trevino here in the 7th. Now Rodney sets down the target. Larry Bradford, who saw a lot of action in the series in Atlanta. Here's the pitch to Youngblood. 2-7 base hit Joel Youngblood. So he gets his 2nd hit. So much for having a slow start. And Youngblood's picking up the pace. So Youngblood's on at first, nobody out. Glenn the batter, so they will pinch hit for Glenn. They'll need someone to hit a lefty right now. And who do they have to do that? So they'll use Bill Allman, I guess. Again, they don't have a great bench. Kind of saving Matic and Washington probably for right-handed pitchers. So Allman comes up. He is so far in 40 at-bats, has 2 doubles, hitting $1.50. Now Ronnie sets the target. Bradford from the stretch. Big opportunity here. 4-8. Ground ball to 3rd. It's not going to be hard enough. Horner's got it. Going to go across the diamond. Hubbard makes the play, but Allman beats the relay. So 1 out here in the 7th. Here's Trevino. Trevino now 0 for 2. Ground out, popped up. This could be a good batting situation for him. Now Rodney sets in. Target in. Bradford from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 6-8. Fly ball left field. Burrows is there. That's going to be the 2nd out in the 7th. My, oh my, as they say. Here's Dan Norman. He's 1 for 2. With the lefty on the mound, Norman stays out there. Natarani sets the target. Bradford from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a 2-4. Ground ball to 3rd. Horner again. He's been busy. Horner's got it. Throws it across the diamond. And the Mets are done in the 7th. It's 5-0 Atlanta. So in the 8th, Ed Glenn is now done, which means they'll probably have to go with Dyer Miller. So Dyer Miller will come in. So he'll be in. Dyer Miller's stats for the season: 1-0, no saves, 4.91 ERA, 9 hits in 11 innings. So here's Horner, Burrows, and Nahatarani, who's a triple from the cycle. Trevino sets the target. Miller with the windup. Here's the pitch. 1-8, ground ball down the 3rd. That is going to be Youngblood. Throws it across the diamond. Out number 1. Here's Burrows. Burrows 0 for 3. Struck out, ground down, and flied out. Trevino sets the target. Dyer Miller winds up. Here's the pitch. 5-4. Ground ball 3rd base. That's going to be Youngblood, and that's trouble. Youngblood is a 4.62. So that could be horrifyingly bad. He picks it up. It's a 4. He should have ate it. He's going to try to make a Herculean throw, and oh, he does not, as Jorgensen came off the bag and saved an error. Wow, that was close. So Burrows on at first, 1 out. Here's Natarani, triple from the cycle, and Dyer Miller gives up an automatic triple on a 4-5. He hits the cycle if he finds that. He doesn't have a triple on his own card, so a 4-5, and he will have the big cycle of his career. Trevino sets the target. Dyer Miller from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Oh, he almost found one. 4-2. That's a fly ball in the right field. Norman comes in, makes the catch. Burrows will hold. Here's Gomez. Bradford on deck. 2 outs in the 8th. Trevino sets in the target. Dyer, Miller from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 outs. That's a fair ball. Stayed on there. That's a leaner. We'll call that a 3-10. Line drive. Shortstop at Tavares. That's all for the Braves in the 8th. We go to the last of the 8th. It's 5-0 Atlanta. We'll take the station identification and listening to the Sports Time Machine right here in the 1980 National League broadcast, July 29th, 1980. It's Atlanta 5 and the Mets nothing. And we bring you back to Shea Stadium in New York, last of the 8th inning, July 29th, 1980. It is the Atlanta Braves 5 and the New York Mets 0. Braves 5 runs on 9 hits, the Mets no runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. Let's do this and get back to the game. So far, again, the Astros and Phillies are now tied at 5. Flynn and possibly a pinch hitter for Jorgensen, and then Mazzilli. We'll see what the Mets have on that bench. Rodney sets the target. Larry Bradford still in the game for the Braves here in the 8th. Here's the pitch. 5-9 fly ball center field. That's Murphy. Makes the catch. And the Mets are just going slowly and softly into the night. So Jorgensen a batter against another lefty. Does Jorgensen hope for help against another left-handed pitcher, or is there hope as a first baseman on the bench? But I don't know. Jose Cardinal can probably play first. Elliot Matic both can play first poorly. So Jorgensen will take his turn, I guess. He's got power to hit against left-handers. Rodney sets the target. Bradford looks in. There's the pitch. It's a 5-5, and Strat came out. Oh, Joe Torre maybe second guessed on that one. That's the second out here in the 8th. And now here is Lee Mazzilli. 2 outs in the 8th. Mets with only 4 hits. Brave pitching, looking dynamic here for the second straight game. Rodney sets the target. Bradford with a full windup. That's a 3-12, and he hit Mazzilli. Could be hurt also. Oh, and training staff will come out. We'll see what happens with Maz and Mazzilli, and he continues. Oh, because Mazzilli had almost 600 at-bats. He stays in the game. So he's on at first. A base runner is a base runner. Here's Tavares. He's 0 for 3. Rodney sets the target. Larry Bradford going to have it. Rodney sets the target. Bradford from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-7, and there's your dead roll for the Mets, and that's just been their name today. Ground ball to short. Picked up Gomez. Throws it out to first. Mets will go to the 9th where the Braves lead 5-0. So let's see, we'll have a pinch hitter for Bradford here, then Hubbard, and then Murphy. And it will be Mike Lum gets the bat. He's hitting 152, no homers, 4 RBIs. Trevino behind the plate sets the target. Dyer, Miller with the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-8 ground ball to second. That's Flynn makes the play. 1 out in the 9th. So that means the Braves will go back to their bullpen. Here's Hubbard. He's 2 for 4 with the double. Trevino sets the target. Miller with the windup and pitches. 6-10. Ground ball short. That's Tavares. He has been Jekyll and Hyde today. Let's see which one we get. He is a 331. Here it is. Oh, it's going to be a 17. That's going to be trouble. It's an 11, 17, and it throws it over the head of Jorgensen into the photographer as well. Hubbard on the second on a 2-base error. Now you meet Dr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde has come out here. Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde. And it's Mr. Hyde. So here we go. Runner on second. Here's Murphy. Trevino sets the target. Miller from the stretch. Let's see if they can hold them here. 2-6 is a single on a 1. So unless he rolled the 1, and that would be the ultimate smack in the face, it is going to be a 9. So that's going to be a ground out, I think. Ground ball back to the mound. Miller throws him out for the second out. So here's Chambliss. He's 2 for 4. Matthews on deck. Trevino sets the target. Miller from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. 5-6. Ground ball to second. Flynn's got it. He throws it to first, and the Braves are done. No runs, no hits, an error. We go to the bottom of the ninth. It's 5-0 Atlanta. On the mound for the Braves, Rick Camp. 1-3, 14 saves, 1.85 ERA, 35 hits in 39 innings, 7 walks, 10 strikeouts, non-save situation. He's only given up 1 home run. It'll be Henderson, Youngblood, and pinch hitter for Miller. The Mets do have Matic and Washington as possible pinch hitters here. Henderson will bat. He's 0 for 3. Hits righties well, so we're gonna see if he can get something here. Navarani sets the target. Rick Camp from the windup. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 4-7 single for Henderson. So he finally gets a base hit. He leads off the ninth, and the Mets got something going. So let's see if the Mets can find some magic. Here's Youngblood, average back up to 338. He's got 2 hits in the ball game. Now Rodney sets the target. Camp now from the stretch. Henderson being held at the back. Here's the pitch to Youngblood. 3-10, fly ball right field. Matthews going over to the line, makes the catch for the first down. So now be a pinch hitter for Miller. And the Mets are going to go with Claudell Washington. So Claudell Washington will bat for Dyer Miller here. Time for Claudell to come through. 222, 3 homers, 17 runs batted in. Now Rodney sets the target. Camp from the stretch. Miller on first and 1 out. 5-10 ground ball to first. So that will be Chambliss. Goes across the diamond to Gomez, gets the lead runner. So Washington beats the relay. Runner on now, he's on at first, 2 outs. And last call for Alex Trevino. He's 0 for 3. Don Rodney puts the target down, puts the sign. Astros looks like have beat the Phillies 6-5. Cubs lead the Padres 2-1. Cardinals over the Giants. And the Pirates have overwhelmed the Dodgers late, winning 8-1. And the Expos lead the Reds 6-1. So teams will pick up games on the Phillies, but the Mets at this point. Now Rodney sets the target. Camp from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-7 ground ball back to the mound's Camp. He's got it. He'll turn around, throw a strike to Chambliss, and the Braves have won the first 2 games. Final score here at Shea, Atlanta 5 and the Mets nothing. So Atlanta wins this one 5-zip. Braves score 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fifth. They win it 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors. The Mets no runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors. Larry McWilliams improves to 7-6. He went 5 innings, 3 hits, 3 strikeouts. Herboski won a perfect inning. Bradford won a nice 2 innings with 1 hit. And then Rick Camp won an inning, giving up a hit. Mark Bomback took the loss. He only went at 4 1/3. 6 hits, 5 runs all earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Eddie Glenn went a nice 2 2/3 and 2 hits. Dyer Miller went 2 innings of 1-hit ball. Doubles by Hubbard, Chambliss, and Rodney. Triples by Flynn. Home runs by Rodney. And that was a big 2-run homer back in the second inning. RBIs was by Chambliss. He had 3. Rodney had 2. Well, folks, that's a final score. The Braves improved to 47-52, while the Mets dropped to 55-44. Let's take a look at our standings and see where things stand up. The Mets will probably stay 1.5 games in back of the first place leaders. But let's see who that will be. Taking a look at the standings, the Pirates, the defending world champion Pirates, 56-43, are in first place. The Phillies are 1/2 game back, while the Mets dropped a half game back, and now they're 2 games back. That's the furthest the Mets have been in a while. They're still 7 games above their pace they were in the actual season. The Pirates at 56-43 is exactly even, while the Phillies 54-42 are 4 games ahead. The Expos are 5.5 back, and they're staying in it. They're 3 games below where they were, while the Cardinals are 12.5 back at 49-55. The Astro lead is now 11 games over the Dodgers. And that is a final score. The next game will be the last game. Thankfully, the Mets will see the Braves. Braves have been a kind of a pain for the Mets right now in this series, in this season. It will be Wednesday night, July 30th. It will be Tommy Bonds on the mound for the Braves and Pat Zachary for your Mets. And then along the other games will be McLaughlin and Wise and the Cubs and Padres. The Reds will be playing the Expos, Moscow and Rogers. Then Nolan Ryan takes on Dick Ruthman. That will be a game you want to see. John Candelaria and the first place Pirates takes on Jerry Royce. The Dodgers need to step up and help the Mets. And the Cardinals will take on the Giants, and that's John Fulgham and Bob Nipper. After that, it does not get easier. The Houston Astros do come to town for the weekend, and that will start on Friday night. That'll be Ken Forsch and John Pasilla. And then Saturday will be a night game. That'll be Joe Niekro and Roy Lee Jackson. And then on Sunday, Vern Rule takes on Pete Falcone. And then the Mets will probably play the most of their games against the National League East. It will be the Mets in Montreal starting next Monday night. And that will be an important series for a lot of teams. Actually, it's a 20-night doubleheader in Montreal. Zachary and Rogers and Bomback and Lee. So stay tuned for that. That'll be something the Mets need to win. And then that's it. No Phillies games playing at all. So stay tuned for that. Mets go to Montreal for a twin bill on Monday the 4th. Thank you folks for coming in again. I appreciate you. I appreciate my subscription count going back up. Thank you very much. Again, we'll see you again on July 30th, 1980 for Tommy Bonds and Pat Zachary. Have a good night, everybody. We'll get this uploaded and you'll see it in the morning. Thank you and have a great rest of your evening.